Hi, my name is Justin and I'm a Senior Division Director with ERA. Fun fact about myself, if there's something that I could eat every day, it will be McDonald's.
Also because Adrian said life every day was
No, that's not it.
Hello everyone, my name is Chantelle and I'm a Senior Marketing Director at ERA. And I just came back from a 2-month-long snowboarding trip where I brought Singaporeans to Japan to ride. I think for me, one of the biggest challenges was getting over public perception that, real estate agents are like say the wrong thing or like, they exaggerate certain things. But I feel like now we live in a, I didn't overcome this obstacle. It's more of the society, how we overcome it, because I think we live in an era where everyone has very fast access to information, and they can also, the good thing about Singapore is very transparent. So you can check values and transactions easily. And just knowing the right person and trusting the right person to work with was how, everyone can overcome this obstacle.
I think for myself, the main challenge that I faced was actually being young. As you know, I started 25 years old, and at that point of time, really, every client that you meet, right, they will just say, wow, how to put 2 or even 3 or even 4 millions into the hands of somebody that is 25 years old, never buy property before. So that was my main challenge.
Oh, so like when you go to LP and all that, and do sellers ask you like, like what's the highest price that you sold a house for?
I think no, they never ask me what's the highest price, but definitely they do question the experience that I have lah. But I think luckily, I'm with the top group and the top company. So, I always explain to them that the experience of my peers will actually help us in this transaction moving forward. So don't have to worry too much. Leave me to do this with you, and along the way, I will make sure that they are always updated so that they know what's going on. And with that, I think they are a little bit more willing to let me try.
And the team culture also very important, right? Because like when you just start, the team that you join also will provide you a lot of help, especially during your early months. Then like even if you don't know, I always tell my clients, like, even if I don't know, my team are filled with people who do know. And I feel like that also gives them not motivation, but kind of like the encouragement that they need, or the assurance that they need.
Exactly, and that's the reason why I think it's very important to always join somebody that you can speak with comfortably, go to them, can vibe with. I think that's very, very important. Exactly.
Okay.
To me, I think the successful real estate agents, they always speak with a lot of clarity, right? I think with clarity, clients are able to trust you easier and understand you better, okay? And naturally, these are attributes that will make clients stick to you. So I think clarity is very important. And how to do it better, I think honestly, is just through more practice, do more homework, and I think that's how you're able to time after time bring out the best to your clients.
Okay, I think successful real estate agents don't just work hard, but they also, work hard to establish a really good connection and relationship with their clients. And I feel like when I see people who are doing well in the industry, they don't just close deals, they open relationships. And I feel like, I would want to bring that into my work ethic, because nowadays, like, it's easy to be a competent real estate agent. So how do you
ensure you open new relationships?
Just by treating them as like how you would as a friend. Like if your close friend wanted to sell or buy a place, like you put yourself in their shoes and ask and give them the information that you would want as a buyer or a seller. And I feel like they will be able to feel the sincerity when you work with them, and they will want to continue working with you.
Good, solid. I taught you well.
Yes, you taught me well.
Wow. So I got this tricky deal that happened to me before. So we were already in the middle of a deal, okay? And then, I don't know if it's too technical, but basically we wanted to bring forward the completion date. And because the seller was an old man, he was quite stubborn, and he thought that when we are trying to bring forward the timeline, he thought that we were so-called scamming him lah. He didn't feel safe with it. So of course, it's gonna cost my buyer a lot of money if we can't get the timeline forward. But we did tell him beforehand that actually, if let's say we are able to push it forward, we will push it forward. But I think him being old, he probably didn't catch that part. So he was super against bringing the timeline forward, and we tried to reach out to him. We wanted to talk to him to help him understand, or even understand his situation better. He totally didn't respond to us at all. Totally cut us off. Even when we went down to his shop, right, he also don't want to open and speak to us. So we really had no choice. But I think us being problem solvers, we engaged a lawyer to go and speak to him lah, because lawyer is more professional lah. Because we understand that his fear is that we are scamming him, right? So we worked on this. We got a lawyer to speak to him, and that's when he opened up a little bit more and then understand the situation a bit more. Then he was willing to bring the timeline forward, and everyone went home happy.
So you thought you were scamming y'all because see the social stigma of a real estate agent is like
Yeah,
that.
but we
we
didn't.
have to work harder to break that.
I did do my part to
Yes.
inform him.
Yes.
It's just that he probably missed out. Yeah.
For me, I think one of the tricky client situation was when I was helping this buyer, first house, new to the market, and she wanted to buy a house. So serving her for 2 years, bringing her to all the new launches, she finally decided on a house, and she went ahead with the process all the way until the end, almost at the end when she was about to put in a check, and she asked me if I could give a bigger discount, because apparently that's what another agent was offering her. And at that time, I mean, we all know that the only discount that developer give is the only discount unless you're willing to give out of your pocket lah. Which I explained to her, and I also told her that like, look, this is how we've been, speaking for the past 2 years, and like we have seen many projects together. And I just don't. I mean, if you still want to do this, it's a deal for you. It's a good deal for you, and I really have no qualms. I mean, like, do what you want. So anyway, long story short, she went ahead with the purchase with me, and she not volunteered, but she just suddenly turned to me and she was like, the reason I want to work with you is because I feel like your work ethic is good lah, and I would rather choose to work with you than with someone else who just wants to come in at the last minute to.
Despite you not giving a discount.
Yeah, despite me. But I bought her. I bought her a meal.
You bought a meal. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. To me, I feel like as long as I achieve the goals that I set out to when I joined the industry, or while I'm achieving those goals, for example, when I wanted to take the papers, it was obviously like, fast money, good money. I was so naive. I thought, real estate is so easy. One person want to buy, one person want to sell. They just come to me and say hello, like use me. But it's totally not lah. And I feel like success then, I mean, I wanted like the whole flexible schedule. I wanted to be able to travel and do things on the side. I don't want...
But you are still traveling.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like...
This is success.
Yeah, this is success.
So you're already successful.
No, I'm not as successful as I want to be, but yeah, in a way I am successful.
Cool.
This is success to me.
Cool. I think for myself, success to me in real estate, I think likewise, like a point may not always be $1 million, right? But before I entered the industry, I have a lot of people telling me, hey, you sure you want to do property?
Hard life eh.
The income is up and down and not consistent one.
Yeah.
So ever since then, right, I always wanted to so-called prove a point that actually our income can also be stable. Yeah. So I have always looked up to people who has done sales consistently, year in, year out, not just one good year, year in, year out on the top. And that to me is success, But I think I've also done it for myself in the last 7 years of my career. And year on year, I also managed to be a top achiever in ERA. But now, 7 years later, if you ask me, right, now that I'm leading a division, to me, success is not just about myself anymore, right? I think it's really creating platforms, creating opportunities for you guys, right? Allowing you guys to shine and even groom you guys into top achievers yourself. I think that to me is a greater of an achievement to me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would think Lee Kuan Yew.
It's still Lee Kuan Yew. Okay.
No, because he's the founding father
Yes, he
of
is,
Singapore,
he is,
right? And I think usually through my experience, when you serve clients and bring them through a transaction, you get to know them. And I would really like to get to know Lee Kuan Yew himself, pick his brain a bit on his insights of how he sees the nation, how he built the nation. I think these are all very valuable insights that we won't be able to get. So yeah, I would definitely think that he's a nice person to sell a property to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I will pick Robbie Williams. He is my childhood hero with Mrs. Doubtfire. And similar to you, I would also want to spend more time going house shopping with him and hopefully cheering him up a bit more because
He's a what? Sad boy.
a sad guy. I think he would have enjoyed a high floor, like double volume, 4-bedroom, overlooking Clarke Quay condo, and he might actually double his house as a comedy club, stand-up comedy club, where he would get to make other people laugh.
Sound like you already know him, sir.
I wish.
So if you like what you see and hear, do reach out to any of your friends in ERA or any salesperson that is with ERA. Chantelle, tell them what to do.
You can like, comment, and subscribe, or you can send this video to somebody that you know might be keen to join us.